Hello my friends, Paul here in the RoJoBe Music Workshop and welcome to the October 2024 shop update. So I didn't do a shop update in September and this is the first video I've uploaded for quite some time. Simple reason being there's not really been much to talk about, and as always I've been ridiculously busy. So you may see behind me this side, I've got all of my instruments now in here in the workshop. So I bought a shelf unit and I put all the ukuleles and handmade stuff and all the accessories on the rack here. And yeah, so everything from the shop is now in here in my workshop. So if we just have a look over here as well, you can see all of the electric guitars in the window. I've actually sold quite a few items, so you know the stock is going down and down. Still got quite a lot left, but you know it is selling. So why, you may ask, are all my instruments in the workshop and no longer in the shop? You might well ask. So I will show you why. Let me just turn the camera around. Okay, so heading out the door. You have to excuse the background noise out here. Okay, so let me just step away from the workshop a bit, pan around, and there is the workshop. And if I go around to the right where the shop used to be, what's going on? So we've opened a new business. Flash Home or Flash Express, which is basically a parcel post office. Still got the two music rooms in the back, and that's why we've still got, you know, the guitars on the window here, and this explains all the work that we do as far as guitars and things are concerned. But yeah, we used to have a Flash in this mall and they closed down, and I was using them all the time. So then I started to use another courier across the road, which are still fast and efficient, but like 3 or 4 times the price. So we decided, hey, let's set up our own franchise. So we bought this franchise and yeah, set up a parcel delivery service. You've got all the boxes there, and then there's a table at the back there where people can pack their items, and then over to the, I'm not going to go inside, but the desk over there, that's where all the business is done. And we've got one of our Thai members of staff running that for us 6 days a week. So yeah, new business venture. So we've now got 5 businesses. The school, the music shop, the repair shop, the laser engraving, and now parcel delivery. Talking of laser engraving setup, so this is my laser engraving station, if you like. So we've got my original little machine there, little 3-watt Daja laser engraver, and then I bought this bigger one, which is the Atom Stack A5 M50 Pro, a 5-watt machine. And then I upgraded again, got this other machine here, which is the same brand, Atom Stack, but this is the A10 Pro, so a 10-watt machine. So one other thing I have bought, you might see this contraption in the middle. This is actually the same brand as that laser engraver, Daja, although it's not branded on the cover. Let me just zoom into that a bit. So it is a smoke extractor and filter system. So you can see that there is this pipe on the top with kind of a funnel on the end, so you know, kind of acts like a vacuum. It draws all the smoke into the machine and then filters it through. So we've got this foam filter that sits on the top, and then underneath that there is, just pull that out a bit tight, there is a charcoal filter. So yeah, it's a smoke extraction and filtration system. Oh, I didn't I was doing the job on my 10-watt machine, and I had this set up with this little fan over to one side, blowing the fumes towards this machine to help it, you know, kind of suck it all up. And it worked, but not that efficiently, really. I mean, you know, there was still quite a lot of the smoke about. It was still quite smoky in the workshop. So, yeah, the machine itself actually works, but it's, you know, it's quite sort of erratic, random, if you like. So what I've decided to do is to build basically an enclosure for these machines, you know, to actually cover them up completely while the job is engraving. So what I've started on is this. Let me just turn the camera around, zoom back out. So I've actually got the camera mounted on this thing, which, as you can plainly see, is a large cardboard box. It's the box that our electronic drum kit came in. So it's quite a thick, sturdy box, but it needed strengthening. So I've put these thick cardboard corner pieces on all four corners, on the outside, the other side, and on the inside. And I've got them glued and screwed together, and it's, you know, it makes the whole thing really quite rigid. So I've also put a hole in the side there, so the pipe from that extraction machine will go into that hole, and then this whole thing goes on top of the machine. So at the moment it's just an enclosed cardboard box, but what I'm going to do on this, which will be the top, this will be the front, and then underneath there will be the back. So I'm going to cut a big section out of here and here and the other end, and I'm going to put some orange transparent perspex or acrylic in there to effectively make windows so that I can see into it. And I've specifically got the orange one so that it kind of filters out the you know, the harmfulness of the laser. Not properly, but it will to an extent. And I've got some proper you know, protective glasses as well, so making sure I take extra precautions. Obviously you've got to protect your eyes when using lasers, but also your lungs. Now when you're engraving wood, there's a lot of smoke that comes off it, and it's, you know, quite harmful. So that's what I'm setting up. It's not finished yet. I'm still waiting for the acrylic to arrive. It's supposed to be coming today, but it probably won't. And as I said, I'm going to cut a big section out of the top, front and back, and put those sheets of acrylic in there. And it's pretty crude, but it will do the job. I also did a little cutaway each side and put in basically a handle. It's just sort of, you know, it's like an indent, and I just put my fingers in there so that it's easier to lift it up. Got one of those in both sides. And I am going to cover this to make it look a bit more beautiful. So, things are moving forward. I'm going to start another project. I'm not going to say too much about it just now, but so yeah, I've got all of the instruments in the workshop here, and I've also got my instruments. So I've got two racks. There's one there, and there's one over there with all of my instruments. And I will, as I said, make a separate video. I'm actually going to make some videos on my instrument collection. It might even be in two parts because I've got quite a lot. And I'm also going to talk about an upcoming project. So as far as other gadgets and gizmos and bits and pieces, yeah, I've bought a few things, but nothing too exciting really. I bought some, actually we'll just have a quick look. I bought some long clamps. You can see them hanging there. I've bought a small rechargeable battery operated angle grinder, just a little sort of handheld one for some smaller jobs. A couple of other bits and pieces, but like I said, nothing too exciting really. You know, the exciting thing is the new business. And as I said, we'll be making more videos on my instruments, and I'm going to be starting a new project. Actually, I am going to show that now. So let me just plonk myself down and move the camera up a bit. Okay. Right, so I recently sold my mandolin and then instantly regretted it. So more or less instantly after that, I bought another one. So it's just, it's the same kind of mandolin as the one I had before. This is known as the F style, and that's nothing to do with the F holes. It's just the body shape is known as the F style. So it's that kind of teardrop shaped, and it's, you know, it's fairly narrow. So I bought this one. It's a right-handed one, but I bought it with the intention of doing a left-handed conversion. It was really cheap. It's new, but it was quite cheap. It's obviously, you know, not high quality, but it's quite good. But it's just not that exciting. You know, I did have one like this before, and it was good, but you know, it's a bit, how can I say, ordinary. So I decided to buy another one, and I found this one online. Now this is something else. Okay, so this is an Italian style bowl back mandolin. So you can see, rather than having a flat back, it's got this big bowl shape, and it's pretty well made, I have to say. You're not going to be able to see the label inside, but it's a Japanese-made instrument, Kunishima mandolin, and I've been doing some research on these, and it turns out they're not, you know, high-end, but they're not the cheap ones. Now I paid the equivalent of about $40 for this. Might have been a bit less than that. Now, after doing some research, I found that this brand and some of the models are worth anything between $200 and $1,000. This particular one, from what I can work out, is kind of mid-range, so maybe $400–500 worth, and I paid the equivalent of $40 for it, $40. So I got a pretty good deal. So yeah, it's a very, very pretty mandolin, very well made. Made in 1973, this particular one, so 50 plus years old, and still in excellent condition, I've got to say. A few scratches and scars, you know, which is understandable for something that's half a century old. And I didn't realise this until I bought it and it arrived. There is a little bit of a problem with this. I wonder if you can see what the problem is. So on most stringed instruments, the string action should be in the region of 2 millimeters. Well, I can get my finger under there. Really, really high action. So if you look, you can see we've basically got a V in the middle. Now, when I first looked at it, I thought the neck is bent. I thought, what am I going to do about that? But on closer inspection, I put a straight edge along here, along the neck, and that's straight. I put a straight edge along this bit, and that's straight. So, and I don't know if you can see, but you can probably see daylight through this bit here. The fretboard is actually coming away, it's up that much. Now, what the problem is the neck, that's bad light here, the neck is coming away from the body here. Can you see that? You probably can't, the light is awful here. So the neck is actually pulling away from the body, it's going that way. So this is no longer just a left-hand conversion, it's also a neck reset. Now I don't want to make any big modifications to this. It's an old instrument, it's really, really nice. It's got a little bit of value to it, not high value, but some. So I'm going to try to repair this, to reset the neck and convert it to left-handed, but that only means turning this bridge around and turning the nut around, and obviously redoing all the strings. My biggest problem is, how on earth am I going to clamp this when I reset the neck? I have no idea. I do have one idea, but I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. That's going to be really, really difficult to do that. So that is my next project. Old style bowl back mandolin for a neck reset and left hand conversion. Really looking forward to getting into this one. So that's an upcoming project, should be coming fairly soon because I want to get on with that. So that is the end of the October 2024 shop update, and there will be more videos coming soon. As I said, it's been a while since I've uploaded any, so it's time to crack on with it again. So more coming soon. Hope you're going to enjoy watching those videos as much as I do making them. And if you haven't already, please comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. In the meantime, please look after yourselves, look after each other. We will see you soon. Peace out.